The decision is in. Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee has said either Wade has to leave or the entire Willis office. Yeah, so basically, this is a whole crap show. BBN Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Alright, so yeah. So apparently, Scott McAfee, Judge, Superior Court, Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee has said because of the conduct between Willis and Wade, there is the appearance of impropriety. Okay. Now, there's a couple of things I want to say real quick. So just so we could be clear, he is not saying that there is actual conflict of interest. He's saying that there is no actual conflict of interest. If there had been an actual conflict of interest, then that means that Willis would have been disqualified. But since there was no actual conflict of interest, that means that they're going to take different matters, and that's basically what we're discussing right now. So basically, the issue at hand, for everybody that don't know it is that Fani Willis hired somebody to be her SADA, that's a special assistant district attorney, that she was already in a relationship with. Now, the judge is saying he doesn't know if the relationship already existed. Also, the judge has made references to not really believing their testimony, just so we could be clear. So the judge basically said, well, there's no concrete way they can ascertain that the relationship existed before this moment. But the problem is, it's the appearance of impropriety that is the issue. He also made reference to say that basically she should not have been dating him in the first place, even if the situation happened after the appointment, that it was wrong, that you cannot basically do this if you're Fani Willis. So the choices that she currently has is that she can remove Wade and continue prosecuting Trump, or she can just remove the whole entire office. But there's a lot going on behind this. There's going to be another video also be on the lookout for. But there's a lot going on behind this, just so y'all know, involving the prosecution of Trump, that lends to the idea that even though this particular judge has not removed her from the situation, she might want to get as far away from this as possible. There's a lot going on as far as funds being misused and whatnot. Also, might I add, the whole point of Wade has to leave the case, or her office has to leave the case. Remember, she hired him as a special assistant. So I'm going to assume if he leaves the case, they still have a case, but why did you have to hire him in the first place? I mean, I guess we all know why, but that's not the point. In any regard, he has to leave the case, or her office has to leave the case, because this just cannot go on as it currently is, just because of the appearance of impropriety. Remember, judges have to make sure that the letter of the law is followed. A good way to tell that a judge is not good at their job is to see how many appeals happen in their courtroom. So judges are always being vigilant against conduct that can create appeals in their courtroom, whether the appeal is from whatever side. We're trying not to have appeals if we're court judges. So basically, the judge said that he did not believe that Fani Willis had any personal stake in Trump being prosecuted. And he also didn't believe that her financial arrangements had any impact on the case. He did make a point to say that he did not condone the behavior of Willis, particularly because Willis is the superior in this particular situation. She's the one that was in charge. So he basically said that he did not condone the behavior of Willis. And he was also skeptical about Willis and Wade's testimony. So I'm pretty sure basically he probably just didn't believe them, but there wasn't enough evidence, or there wasn't enough there for him to say, look, I just think you're lying. So he was very skeptical. He said he was skeptical of Willis and Wade's testimony. And that added to the appearance of impropriety, their testimony, not just what we already looked at and was like, how's y'all's dating over years? But their testimony also gave the appearance of impropriety, just so we could be clear. And so basically, he wants their office to make proportional efforts. Like, just like y'all did the thing that y'all did, y'all need to put the same energy together to try to cure the problem that you created. So he basically said that he wants them to make proportional efforts to cure this particular situation. So I don't think they're gonna have to do something quick, maybe. I mean, I don't have the slightest idea. Okay, so this ruling follows Trump's co-defendant in the election interference case. For everybody that don't know, the whole reason why this even exists is because Michael Roman, who was a former White House aide and a campaign staffer, basically he worked formerly in Trump's White House, and he was a campaign staffer. So basically, he's also being sued in the election interference case, and him and his lawyers are the ones that created the situation with Fani and Wade, and everybody else that's involved just decided to jump on board. Like, you know what? That looks like a good idea is over here. So that's basically what's going on and why this even existed. For everybody that think Trump is not the person who pioneered this, it was Michael Roman and his lawyers. They alleged that Michael Roman had skirted the rules. Pardon me. They alleged that Michael Roman is alleging that the rules were skirted by Willis in order to hire Wade. Says that she financially benefited because of Wade's situation, and said that Wade's office was paid over $600,000 to date in order to be able to do this situation, and said that there was a romantic relationship before Wade's appointment. The question I have is this: does Wade's office now have to give the money back? Because there is a separate situation going on with Fani Willis, where she is currently getting in trouble for misappropriating funds that were meant for, like, helping people who are victims of SA, if you know what that means, assault. Yeah, so she was taking money from the funds that was supposed to be for SA victims and the funds that was supposed to be for, like, helping the kids in the neighborhood not commit crimes. They wanted to take that money and do some stuff with it. There's a whole nother video coming up with that. Check into that. But basically, Fani Willis just put herself in the forefront of the American public at a period in time where this is not when you want the American public to have you at the forefront. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I get on this one. I'm out.